Welcome to MSBT online learning program, Learning at Your Doorstep. This is Professor Pankaj Dadich, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department from Guru Gobind Singh Polytechnic, Nasik. We will continue our discussion on Unit 4, Memory and Input-Output Devices Interfacing. Let us look the key learnings and learning objective. This presentation will focus on unit outcome 4B, which is explain interfacing of matrix keyboard, LED and 7-segment display with 8051 microcontroller. After this session, students will be able to interface matrix keyboard with 8051 microcontroller, interface LED and switches with microcontroller, differentiate common anode and common cathode LED display, write ALP to display number on 7-segment display, and interface 7-segment display in multiplex mode. Let's see the concept map. We have 8051 matrix keyboard, which acts as the input device, and LED 7-segment display, they are the output device. LCDs are also output devices, which will be discussed in subsequent sections. The need of matrix keyboard. Now, a matrix keyboard is arranged in the forms of rows and columns, and they are one of the most widely used input devices. Now, can we connect the switches directly to microcontroller ports? Doing that, we will have to use 16 pins for 16 switches, whereas 4x4 matrix keyboard will only use 8 port pins. Let's see the interfacing of matrix keyboard with 8051. The ports have been divided for convenience. Port 1 is output port connected to the rows, and port 2 is input port connected to the columns. Initially, therefore, port 2 will have all ones and port 1 will have all zeros. Initially, all the rows have zeros written on them and all the columns have 1 written on them. For identification of key pressed, let's say if key 1 is pressed, then the D0 from port 1 will have a path connected to D1 on port 2, hence D1 will be 0. So we have identified the column where the key is pressed. To identify the row, microcontroller first writes all the values for port 1 on the rows as 1. Then grounds each row one by one to check which column logic is 0. So this way the key is identified. After the key press detection, microcontroller waits for 20 milliseconds for the bounce and then scans the column again. This is done to avoid duplication, and erroneous key pressed is also avoided. Students can now attempt MCQs from set 1. Now let us try to interface LED with microcontroller. There are two methods. One where the cathode is connected to microcontroller and the LED anode is connected to supply. In method 2, the anode is connected to microcontroller while the cathode is grounded through current limiting resistor. Now in method 1, LED will glow only if pin value is low, while in method 2, LED will glow if pin value is 1 or high. Let us see the interfacing of 4 LEDs and 4 switches to 8051. the sketch. The switches are connected on port 0. The LEDs are connected on port 1. We'll also do the program for the same. Now, so port 0 is made as input port. 1 is written on all the higher bits of port 0. Then the status of the key is red. So port 0 is moved to accumulator. CJNE will help us check which key is pressed and branch from port 0. So if no key is pressed, microcontroller will keep monitoring in this loop till the key is pressed. In case a key is pressed, a delay is called for debounce. The data from port 0 is moved to accumulator. Accumulator is complemented and then the data is moved to port 1. Now this is required so that on port 1, whenever the key is pressed, the corresponding LED will receive 1 to turn on the LED. And again, the next monitoring starts. This is a delay program. The delay can be adjusted, adjusting these values here. Now let us discuss the interfacing of 7-segment display with 8051 microcontroller. 7-segment display are of two types, a common cathode display and common anode display. From the sketch it is clear that in common cathode, the cathodes of all 8 LEDs is connected and grounded, while the anodes are connected to the microcontroller pins. A logic 1 will illuminate a particular LED. In common anode, the anodes are connected to supply, while the cathodes of the individual LEDs are connected to microcontroller, so a low signal will illuminate the LED. This sketch shows the interfacing of 7-segment display with 8051. It's a common cathode display. The table shows the hex codes to display numbers from 0 to 9 for both common cathode as well as common anode. We will now write a program to display digits from 0 to 9 continuously on 7-segment display. First we will display digit 0, call a delay, display digit 1 and follow the process up to 9 and then repeat the process continuously. The starting address is chosen as ORG00H. Port 1 is made output port as 7-segment display is connected on port 1. We are displaying 10 digits from 0 to 9. So we will set a counter at hash 0AH for R2. We have used here a string, a lookup table with assembler directive DB, and the hex codes from 0 to 9 has been stored at location 0 to 00H onwards. Now we will load the address of the lookup table, the starting address, in DPTR. And then this DPTR is loaded in accumulator. So the first value of 0 will be loaded in accumulator using movc a, @a plus DPTR. Because we do not want any value in A, we have used clear A instruction to clear the accumulator. Now we will send the value in accumulator to port 1 to display the digit. A delay is called. Then for the next digit, increment DPTR and decrement the counter and repeat the process for displaying the digits. So the delay program is discussed here. It can be a timer delay or a simple subroutine delay. We have used a subroutine delay here to end our program. We can interface multiplexed 7-segment displays, more than one 7-segment display on a single port. So here we have connected two 7-segment displays on port 1. Program can be written to display digit on first port, then shift it to the next LED display, and then the next display will come on the D1 using a delay, and this can be repeated continuously. Four 7-segment displays in multiplexed mode like this. So, while interfacing multiplex displays, following points should be taken care. In multiplexing displays, all displays are connected in one parallel to one port only. So one display is allowed to turn on at a time for a short period of time. The cycle is repeated at a fast rate, and due to persistence of human vision, all digits seems to glow. The main advantage of multiplex display are fewer number of port pins are required, it consumes less power, and more number of displays can be interfaced. Maximum up to 24 displays can be interfaced on microcontroller. Students can now attempt MCQs from set 2. Points to remember from our discussion. Switches are not connected directly to ports. Instead, matrix keyboards are used. This helps in saving pins. After the key press detection, microcontroller waits for 20 milliseconds and then scans columns again. This is done to avoid duplication of keys and erroneous key detection. In common cathode display, all cathodes connections of LED segments are joined together to logic 0 or ground. Individual segments are illuminated by application of high or logic 1, and it is vice versa for common anode. Interface of LED 7-segment display and multiplex displays we have seen. In multiplexing, all displays are connected in parallel to one port, and only one display is allowed to turn on at a time for a short period.